Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, we are going to be doing a reading and energy update for our beautiful collective here on YouTube. So I'm going to get started by shuffling the Energy Oracle cards deck. I hope you're all doing really well today. And right at the bottom of the deck, wow, we have the New Beginning card, the Sun card, and right away, I heard hidden new beginning. So there's a level of mystery to this new beginning energy coming up, almost like it's hidden within something else. So, what is this new beginning hidden within? Okay, the calm after a storm. So, this message might be for someone specific who's been going through a time that has felt more chaotic or turbulent than recent, or more so recently than previously. My words got kind of mixed up there, which sometimes can indicate something going on with the energy around this message as well. So I am going to be diving deeper into that. But the first thing I want to say is this new beginning coming through for you might be actually coming through a situation that feels turbulent, that feels stormy or chaotic. And it's almost as though once the storm is cleared, the gem is revealed, the jewel, in a sense, the hidden jewel that was in the middle of the storm is revealed, and that hidden jewel here is some kind of fresh new era, a new beginning. I'm hearing a second chance or a chance to wipe the slate clean with someone or something, so that might be relevant for someone listening. We also have deceit in the reverse position and the garden and the gate upright. And I heard the words, only truth is getting through to you because you are living in alignment with your heart. What this means is in this new beginning that you are stepping into that might be coming through unexpectedly through some kind of storm or stormy situation, you also seem to be very much standing in your heart, meaning you are very in alignment with your heart space. And this is creating a kind of pure quality to the energy around you that is not allowing anything that is not resonant with the energy of truth to get through to you or to connect with you consistently. So if you notice people or situations or things around you that seem to be not connecting with you or even disconnecting from you, know that you actually could be witnessing the misalignment between your energy and the energy of that thing, person, or opportunity, meaning that you are very much in alignment with your own truth, with your own heart chakra energy. And it may be that whatever or whoever you are trying to connect with is not in alignment with that same energy of truth. And as a result, there could be some disconnect between the two of you. But again, the message I'm getting is that this rejection is not a rejection of you per se. It's a misalignment that's happening at the level of energy. I do see many people on the outside looking in of your life. So it does seem as though there are many people who would have this desire to connect with you in some type of way that are being blocked from accessing you, at least in the physical 3D world. So I'm going to be reshuffling the cards here and channeling a bit more into these messages. Okay, so who are these individuals that are on the outside of your life looking in, who are potentially wanting to access you but not able to? Okay, there's something intuitive going on here. Now, specifically, I feel that part of what's happening here, it's interesting, there's a huge gap between these cards because the envy card, the card representing those who are on the outside looking in of your life, wanting to connect with you, but feeling disconnected from you, that is sitting on the root chakra, which is also most connected with the manifested physical world. But then on the third eye chakra, we have the sixth chakra card representing that your third eye is very lit up and active, and that because of that, you are sending out this powerful intuitive signal in a sense that others are able to sense psychically, energetically, and intuitively, even if they are boxed out of your life in the physical 3D world. So, the reason that there are many on the outside looking in of your life is there are some in this situation of feeling the powerful energy that you are radiating psychically in the quantum realm, but who are unable to access you because they are not fully connected with their own heart and therefore the energy of their own pure truth. Now, my guides were saying, what happens when someone tries to reach out to connect with you up in the third eye chakra, but they're down stuck in the root chakra? Well, they reach up, and what they reach towards is the heart chakra, their own heart space. So, in a sense, when someone senses the energy that you are emitting very powerfully on a psychic level, when they sense your vibration, and because of the power of that vibration, they desire to access you or connect with you in the physical 3D world, but they aren't able to. The result of all of that is they end up reaching towards their own heart space. So it's almost like you act as this automatic, unconscious spiritual bridge for individuals who are feeling you and your energy and wanting to connect with you but unable to access you or to access you consistently. What they find themselves doing is automatically reaching out towards and beginning to connect with their own heart space. Wow, very interesting messages coming through here. I guess many of the guides connected to this reading wanted to talk extensively about how your energy affects others at a quantum level. And once again, we have storm warning in the reverse position. I feel that this card is coming out again because someone who is listening to this reading has found themselves still in the middle of some kind of storm, so to speak. So something in your life is feeling very turbulent, very chaotic, very uncertain. And if that is the case, I feel you may have manifested through this message that peaceful times are coming, that this situation is going to be worked out. It's going to end up much more peacefully. But also, there's a message in here of prioritizing your own peace, because prioritizing your peace also allows you to more easily connect with the heart space. Because when you're vibrating at that level of peace, you've soothed and released those conscious mind programs that keep us in a frequency of fear. And fear keeps us disconnected from the frequency of love, from unconditional love, and therefore disconnected from our own heart. So the more you release fear by leaning more into the energy of peace, the easier it is to connect more automatically with the frequency of your own heart space, with essentially the frequency of love. Yeah, because I am picking up someone who's been a bit restless or ungrounded lately. Where is this restless energy coming from? Okay, for some of you, this might be coming from someone who's connected to you spiritually. Specifically, if you resonate more so with your divine feminine, this could be a masculine or divine masculine who is going through a massive awakening. They are, I'm hearing, leveling up in many ways, especially mentally and emotionally. This is someone who has been having some powerful realizations, has been growing exponentially, and I feel that this person, which again could be a masculine if you are the divine feminine here, this person's up leveling that they're going through right now is sending out a signal that you might be interpreting as a sort of restlessness. Yeah, I'm seeing that third eye chakra again, that psychic seat of intuition, letting me know that you are receiving, and I just saw 1111, some kind of psychic signal from this masculine as they are going through this up-leveling awakening or spiritual expansion. I also feel that whoever this person is, it might be someone that you have some form of boundary with, but I'm hearing spiritual boundaries. So this masculine going through an up-leveling, you may not have even consciously set boundaries in place with this person. Now, for some of you, maybe you did create conscious boundaries with them physically in terms of time, space, or distance, communication, etc. But for many of you, I'm getting there have been automatic spiritual boundaries in place in this connection. Whether these were boundaries that you felt and responded to intuitively, meaning your guides spoke these boundaries to you through your own inner guidance and intuition, so that you felt intuitively guided to pull back from this person, to lessen your communication, to create some space here, or to not move forward with them in some ways. In other cases, it may have been the opposite. So the circumstances may have created distance or space. Maybe this masculine themselves even seemed to pull away from you of their own accord. But regardless of how this played out in the physical realm, your guides want you to know that at the core, these boundaries between you have been spiritually placed for a divine reason. I feel that space was necessary to catalyze the massive growth and upleveling that this masculine is now undergoing. I'm hearing it wouldn't have happened otherwise. And there may have been many times during the creation of this space or these boundaries where you wondered why this was happening, why this space was necessary, and yet deep down intuitively you knew that it was necessary. Well, this is the reason. It's because this masculine's current up-leveling growth awakening could not have happened without the creation of space. I'm hearing like oxygen to a flame, like you need oxygen to ignite a spark, to make a fire. It's almost like this masculine needed some kind of breathing room spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and maybe even physically to have this spark of an awakening lit within them that I really now see occurring to the extent that you are picking up on it psychically and possibly feeling a lot of their energy. So we do have the World card in the reverse position. For some reason, I'm really feeling guided to share a message from the guidebook for this card, which I don't normally go to the guidebook for messages, so there must really be something here. You've been severely limiting your view of things. You're thinking too narrowly either in your options for action or in what you feel you deserve. Think creatively. Think outside of the box. It's time to break out, see the unlimited horizons around you, and know that the world is waiting for you to take center stage. Okay, so that could be a direct message of guidance specifically for someone listening, but this also could be a message around this masculine's energy telling us that they are being broken out of some box that they've been living in, or maybe a corner they feel they've painted themselves into. They're now being expanded out of that, but I see it almost happening in this forcible kind of way, like they're being pushed to do this somehow, whether it's through their internal guidance, through circumstances of their life, through the distance between the two of you. There's been some kind of push energy to ignite these massive changes. And I'm going to be channeling into what these changes might look like for those of you who are relating to these messages. But of course, as with all of my readings, do keep in mind these are meant to be intuitive experiences, meaning most of all, your intuition is the number one source of guidance for you personally. So I always recommend taking any messages and comparing them against what your own intuitive guidance is telling you. And only take the messages that are connecting for you in a personal and intuitive way, because I do pick up on many threads of energy throughout these readings. Okay, so I want to know how these spiritual uplevelings and awakenings are affecting this masculine. But I heard the word softening, like this is softening their emotional world, softening maybe rigid belief systems that they were holding, or just a kind of rigidity that they had energetically in their field. How are these changes softening this masculine's energy? Okay, there's a major breakthrough here, positive energy coming into their life, but I'm hearing it's coming through the breakage, it's coming through the cracks. So, just like we spoke on how you might be receiving a new beginning through a storm or a chaotic situation, in similar fashion, I'm seeing that this masculine's breakthrough seems to be literally coming through crack some kind of crack in their heart space, something that may have occurred that actually caused them to crack open emotionally. But through that crack now, as Rumi says, the wound is the place where the light enters. And that's what I'm really seeing occur in this masculine's life. So once again, I felt guided to read a little message from the guidebook, and this says, this achievement may be a great outer success or a deep inner change that you've been exerting a lot of effort towards. Enjoy this sense of accomplishment. Let yourself be open to victory on every level now. Wow, so this is an extremely positive card, but it's also interesting that this card is sitting right between the throat chakra and the third eye chakra. So where communication is happening and where intuition is received and processed. Those two chakra centers are merging into this victory, into this breakthrough. So, what this tells me is the masculine that we're channeling here seems to be having a breakthrough when it comes to consciously processing their own intuition and communicating that in the physical world through their words with you, Divine Feminine. So, can I get more information on how these changes and transformations are affecting this masculine? So, once again, interestingly, we have this energy of some kind of temporary chaos or hardship leading to a massive breakthrough, some kind of victory around communication. I'm going to shuffle here and see what else I can channel about all of this. Okay, we have the Page of Wands. So this is someone receiving some kind of good news, positive communication coming from the heart. Oh, and leading to the Lovers. Wow, felt the biggest wave of energy. I got goosebumps right when I turned over this card. I feel that this is big because this masculine I'm picking up is a person or an energy that we've channeled here before. So if you've been following these reading videos, this specific masculine may have come up in previous reading videos, but never have I seen such a profound progression happening so quickly, this up-leveling, as we're calling it, that's occurring in this masculine's heart space where they are evolving from this Page of Wands, this very new, young, kind of immature sort of energy that feels optimistic, but you're not really sure if it can go anywhere. Up leveling from that all the way to the Lovers so quickly is such a powerful thing that's taking place here. This does have the feeling of almost being like a quantum shift within this masculine's energy where they are aligning with the Lovers with this energy of harmonious soul connection, unconditional love. Yeah, and the Ten of Pentacles, which is ironic because they had the Five of Pentacles before, this sense of there being temporary loss, temporary hardship, but it's almost like that Five of Pentacles was necessary to quantum shift them into this Ten of Pentacles energy, which is one of the most positive, beautiful, abundant cards that we could get in the traditional tarot. It's about major success, a very thriving kind of energy. It's an extremely positive card. I also feel with the moon, there is something about the subconscious mind or a subconscious connection here as well. Healing the subconscious with the Six of Swords here. So there's been some kind of healing taking place within the subconscious of this person or of this situation. Now, of course, we all do have a balance of masculine and feminine energy within each of us. So keep in mind that when I channel here, I could be speaking about your internal masculine, your internal feminine, or an external person or situation. And these labels, masculine and feminine, are not necessarily connected to specific genders. They are meant to connect with energy dynamics. So there's been something healing in the subconscious here. This does feel like one of those very deeply automatic, unconscious processes where you're not even aware of what's being processed fully. You just know that some shift has occurred. So that might be how you've been feeling about something. I'm hearing on your end, you may have been healing something automatically in your subconscious that has moved you into a greater state of self-confidence and self-empowerment where you are now having these moments of suddenly realizing how much you've healed, how far you've come, how much you've grown, and thinking to yourself, I wasn't even fully aware of every step along the way. I wasn't even fully conscious of this healing process as it was happening, but now I'm looking at myself and seeing the way I show up, seeing the way I interact with others, the way I show up for myself, and seeing that it exudes so much more self-love, self-confidence, and empowerment than I ever felt in the past. And it's almost like that is your sign of a deep healing that's taken place that you may not have even been fully consciously aware of at the time. So I do feel I am speaking specifically to someone listening here who might be more so a divine feminine, but there's also this masculine connected to you who has gone through their own very deep subconscious healing here and is now beginning to progress in visible ways. This is someone who tried to shut down their emotions in a general sense with the Page of Cups coming out here. In the past, they tried to shut down their emotions, which blocked their sacral chakra energy. this prevented them from being able to have connections that were energetically balanced throughout the 7 chakra centers, meaning connections that could connect with them at every level because they were shut off emotionally in certain ways. It's almost like they could connect through one chakra center but not others, and this led to very unbalanced and possibly even toxic connections. So, what I mean by this, just as an example, this doesn't have to be the exact case, but for some of these masculines, they may have been able to connect through the sacral chakra with certain individuals, meaning there was a lot of sensual energy, a lot of physical intimacy, etc., but they wouldn't be able to take those connections to the heart space to connect truly, authentically, deeply, emotionally through the heart. And in fact, when they connected with someone deeply through the heart space, this may have triggered a wound and caused them to shut off their feelings of attraction or their ability to connect through the sacral chakra again, or vice versa. It's almost like this person, especially in the heart chakra and the sacral chakra, really struggled to forge connections that were balanced by open valves in both energies, so to speak. So what I see now is them shifting into this space of being more connected with their emotions, but I can't help but continuously get the feeling that certain very difficult circumstances in this masculine's life have broken their heart open and pushed them almost forcibly to connect with their own inner emotional world. So things have occurred in their life, their circumstances may be just things that have come up in their mind that have actually forced this masculine to connect with their own emotions. And the result of this is feeling something very warm towards you, is what I'm getting. What is this warm feeling that the masculine is getting to divine feminine here? This feeling of no longer having any interest in communicating with toxic or lower vibrational or karmic feminine energies that they may have entertained in the past. If these weren't karmic feminines, then these energies could have been any karmic dynamics that were vibrationally interfering with them connecting with the energy of their own truth or their own heart space. So these could be behavior patterns, addictions, lower vibrational thought programs, anything of that nature. But I see now this masculine sees absolutely no value in any of those karmic dynamics or situations because they are really being led into a deeper connection with their spirit or their inner self. Now, on your end, Divine Feminine, I'm picking up the way you can know that this is happening is through your own intuition. Because as we said, your intuition has for a while been playing a large role in creating and enforcing the divine boundaries that were created out of necessity between you and this masculine in the physical world. So, for example, you may have intuitively felt guided to step away from this person, to lessen communication, to disconnect in some way, to focus on yourself. Maybe this even felt essential to prioritizing your own peace or walking your own path. But you can know that this masculine is beginning to shift in this positive direction because your intuition will begin speaking and signaling to you in a different way. So if you've been feeling intuitively disconnected from this masculine for some time, and then all of a sudden you intuitively feel this desire to be more open to this connection, or maybe to take a step forward here, or to communicate, or something of that nature. Again, making sure this is coming from that aligned intuitive space within yourself, which we can do other videos on how to distinguish between action motivated from a space of lower vibration and action motivated from higher vibration, from closer alignment with your truest, most authentic self, or we could also say intuition versus ego or intuition versus fear. We can go into that in other videos, but if you're really tapped into your intuition and you know that this desire to connect more with this person is coming from an intuitive place, you can know that you are subconsciously picking up that there are changes taking place here in a positive direction. You can always trust your intuition to guide you correctly, which is why so much of what we talk about here on the channel is about assisting you in finding ways to tap into and more consciously connect with your intuitive voice within yourself, because that is truly everything. That is all the guidance that you need. And I just have a feeling that certain things that come up through this situation, or maybe other life situations for you, are going to be more strongly than ever before confirming to you how correct your intuition has been in the past, even if it didn't make sense at the time. So really keep an eye out for those moments where something happens or comes out information wise that confirms to you that a choice you made in the dark but intuitively ended up working out in some kind of miraculous way beyond what your conscious mind could have configured. I just feel those types of confirmations are going to be coming up for you, and allow yourself to really bask in those moments, because that will serve to only deepen your own inner connection to that powerful, all-knowing inner voice. So I'm going to go ahead and pull one final Rumi Oracle card here, but of course we are going to continue this on to the extended Patreon reading. So if you are feeling a resonance here and you'd like to go deeper with these messages, we will be channeling more on how this masculine might be thinking and feeling, how this connection could potentially move forward, and any other details or pieces of information that want to come out in that extended reading. So if you do want to join me there, the link to it is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. And for those of you who are new here, I do channel these collective readings every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here on YouTube. And in addition to that, I channel more exclusive, extended versions of the reading for our Soul Tribe on Patreon on those same times and days as well. So when you join on Patreon, you get access to my entire library of extended, exclusive reading videos as well. But I am going to go ahead and close here with one final Rumi Oracle message. And the Rumi card here says, "She offers the sacred wine, so drink. Beloved, you are being offered a gift that is beyond your understanding. This gift is from the hand of the Divine Beloved, an offering to you that will lift you beyond what you have known into the next opening of your inner eye, of your heart, of your soul, so that it may caress the earth with the light of heaven." This oracle comes with guidance for you. Allow your wild child to take your body and soul for a spin. Together, let's go and paint the town the color of love. So I'm going to go ahead and close the reading here. Thank you so much again for tuning in today. If you do resonate with my energy, then I invite you to subscribe to the channel, join our beautiful community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. And of course, the link to the extended version of this reading, where I will be heading to next, is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Otherwise, I am sending you all so much love and light energy. Have a beautiful remainder of your day and week, and I will connect with you here again in Friday's reading.